Hi Virgo, this is your July monthly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my monthly readings. Well, I have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll get you an advice for the whole month of July. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in July. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Six of Swords clarified by the Empress. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with the Sun and the Lovers, and we also have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Gemini or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, I gotta share something with you, Virgo. I'm an early bird. I wake up early, and it's like 6 a.m. right now. It's the first reading I'm doing this morning. And this reading definitely woke me up. Even though I just had my cup of coffee, this reading definitely woke me up, and I was like, wow, look at that. Who is this person? So determined and so in love with you. So determined to marry you. Because that's what I think this person really wants. Did I mention they really want this? We got the Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. Look at that. 2 aces in the same spread is a lot. When one of them is clarifying the other, that is amazing. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Determination. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth. It's the Ace of a brand spanking new beginning. And it's the Ace of a very straightforward, very direct conversation this person will have with you. This person is not going to be beating around the bush. This person is not going to be playing around. They'll tell you straight up they love you. Hence the Ace of Cups, and they also straight up tell you that they want to have a family with you. Hence the Ten of Cups, the next card over. Right? Yeah, it's all about genuine, authentic love with that Ace of Cups. You had this person at hello, they fell for you right away, immediately, and immediately they saw the future with you. Immediately they saw you as somebody they want to have children with, if that is still an option. They want to marry. Right? You see how we have the Nine of Pentacles all the way to your right on the bottom of the deck? The Nine of Pentacles is often called the Empress of the Minor Arcana cards, and then in the middle we have the actual Empress. So that's you, Virgo. That's the way this person sees you right away from the get-go. And that's exactly what you're moving towards. The Six of Swords to the right from the Ten of Cups is a card of moving forward, and you're moving towards the Empress status. I'm not saying you're not the Empress right now, but the Empress is somebody who is expecting a baby, right? The Empress is a wife or a significant other figure. And besides that, the Empress is abundance in its purest form. The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. And in my spreads, by the way, the Empress usually shows up as a sign from above or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward. I forgot to mention the Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. You know, you see how there's 2 adults and also 2 kids jumping around, so a full-blown family is definitely a possibility between the two of you. Some of you may already have children, right? So they may have children, you may already have children, and you may have more children together, if that is still an option. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with the Sun and the Lovers. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So that's the way you're going to be feeling, but probably both of you will think of it as a wish come true. The Sun is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo, but the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. This card always talks about joy, success, happiness, feeling on top of the world. And the Lovers, the last card over, is the personal Gemini card. You could be dealing with a Gemini. The Lovers is also a card of a choice. But to be honest with you, I don't really see you hesitating. Even though Earth signs like to take things slow, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's just the way you are. I think you will feel like this is the right thing to do because this person loves you. They're determined, and they're not just going to be talking the talk. They'll be walking the walk. They'll be doing things that will show you that they're serious, that they're the real deal, right? So the Lovers is also a soulmate card. It's also a twin flame connection card if you believe in twin flames, and the Lovers could simply be the lover of your life. And in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card in the tarot deck when it comes to a love connection between 2 people. So yeah, this is it. This is your This is it. You're not gonna need to watch my readings anymore, because you see what's going on here. Two aces, the Ten of Cups right away, two Empress cards, the Sun, the Lovers. Amazing, amazing reading. I'm not gonna do an extended for you, Virgo, because that would be a waste of time. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Virgo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Seven of Cups. We have the Magician, we have the Star, and we also have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. It kind of looks like you guys will have a couple of options, and one of you is going to insist that you guys go with the option they want. I'll just interpret this spread from your perspective, Virgo. Let's just say you will insist on the option you want. All of this is because you always wanted this. You always manifested this. You always thought of this particular option as a wish come true. Perhaps you're buying a washing machine, you're buying a house, and you always wanted a house with 2 or 3 bedrooms, or you wanted a house in a particular neighborhood, right? And you're like, yes, we're doing it, we're buying that one, you know. Or you could be thinking about going to 2 different vacation destinations, and you'll insist on the one you really want. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, the first card that came out, this is, I think, you. That would be you. This is you defending your position. And since the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is a card of multiple options, right? In this case. So it could be 2 different houses, 2 washing machines, 2 vacation destinations. You get the idea. Whatever it is that comes up in July. The Magician in the middle, this is something you've manifested. This is something you wanted, right? The Magician is also a card of taking action. The Seven of Wands is also an action card, even though it doesn't always appear to be. But the Seven of Wands is a card of an active defense, right? The Star right next to the deck is a card of a wish come true, right? So you're getting your wish. And the Six of Swords, this is either you guys are moving forward with what you're insisted about, or you're going to that vacation destination, okay? Or you're moving to the house or to the apartment you really wanted. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Virgo, this month. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups, and we also have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or pretty much any zodiac sign. I'm going to call it a 50-50, Virgo. It all depends on your ability or willingness to forgive and forget. This person either cheated on you, or they ran away from you, or they kept their options open, or they were taking you for granted. They were all over the place. They've done something awful. Right? The Seven of Swords clarified by the Knight of Wands, that's not a good combo. I think that's what happened in the past. The Seven of Swords is a card of a cheater, it's a card of a deception, it's a card of somebody who sneaks around, and the Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or the Knight of Wands is a player, right? It could be a fire sign who is a player. And when they come back, what they'll tell you 2 things. The first thing is that they're very sorry about that, and the second thing is that they've changed, they worked on themselves, they did something, and now they are a born again something, right? So those are the 2 things they'll tell you. That's what I believe the Five of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles in the middle are all about, right? And Temperance on the bottom of the deck is the personal Sagittarius card, by the way. But Temperance is all about healing, it's all about burying the hatchet, getting back together. And the Page of Cups with the Two of Cups, that's what they will offer. The Page of Cups is a card of an apology in this case. It's also a card of them doing something romantic, something nice to you. And the Two of Cups, clarifying it, is all about love, unconditional love. So again, it all depends on what they did to you and your ability to forgive and forget. I'm going to give it a 50-50, Virgo. You'll be okay either way. That's what I think. You'll be okay either way. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances this month, Virgo. We have the Chariot, we have the Star, we have the Emperor, and we also have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I can interpret this spread a couple of different ways. You could be purchasing a car you always wanted, or this is a promotion. Or if you're starting a new job, it'll be on the next level up. All right, the Chariot, the first card I came out, it could be a car, right? The Star in the middle is a wish come true. The Emperor, it could be your husband or your significant other who is also involved in this purchase. And the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is the two of you deciding to make this purchase, right? If it's not about purchasing a car, it's a promotion. Or if you're starting a new job, it's going to be on the next level up. The Chariot in this case is a card of victory. A decisive victory. The Star is a card of a wish come true. The Emperor, that's what you're going to be. The Emperor is a boss figure. And the Ace of Swords is kind of similar to the Chariot, right? The Ace of Swords is a victory. The Ace of Swords is the answer yes, right? So you're going to come out swinging with the Ace of Swords and you're going to win. 3 major Arcana cards and the Ace of Swords. It's something major. It's something big. All right, yeah, a victory, a big victory. All right, cool. Here's the advice or word of wisdom for you, Virgo, for the whole month of July. This is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have the 5 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the 10 of Swords clarified by the 5 of Wands, and we also have the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Another wow spread, Virgo. I believe what this spread is talking about is don't be afraid to fight for the truth. If you know for sure you're 100% right about something, don't be afraid to fight for it, and don't be afraid to end something if the other side, if the opposing side wouldn't agree with you, or they know that you're right but they're still fighting. Don't be afraid to kind of end this connection between you and this other person or company or what have you. Wow, look at this. The Ace of Swords, the second card from the left, is the Ace of Truth, right? The 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden. So it is a burden. It is going to be a burden, or it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. But the advice for you is to still fight for it, right? The 5 of Swords, the first card I came out, then we also have the 5 of Wands right next to the deck. Both are conflict cards, confrontation cards. And the 10 of Swords is a card of an ending, right? An abrupt ending. So that's what I think is happening here. This is a very determined energy. I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but you know, it's important, I guess. It is very important because we got 2 confrontation cards, and that Ace and the 10 of Swords, it's like you're not going to take prisoners. And if you have to end something, you'll end something, just to make sure you're right, you know. And I think you are going to be right about whatever it is. It's like your reputation is going to be at stake. If you step back, if you don't fight for it, then your reputation may be ruined, right? So it's going to be better for you to experience some kind of a loss, but fight for what's right, what's correct, what's true, and then your reputation will remain the same. You know, I hope that makes sense, right? So this is all about long term, the way people are going to be respecting you in the future, or not respecting you if you give up here. Okay? Yeah, there's a couple of other ways to interpret this spread, but that's what I think is the main point. You know, fight for what you believe is true. Fight for what you believe is right, especially if you know 100% you're right. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Virgo, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Virgo, have an amazing July. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.